I kind of yelled towards Mortee. Oh, but Mortee has to cast, so that wouldn't work. Okay. I just yell out, not here to fight you. We had to disguise ourselves to survive. We're all on the same team. We're not one of them.
Yeah. So cool. So you kind of yell this out. None of these sort of 4 mercenaries seem to react much to you yelling that out. You see, like, you know, in their eyes, they're looking you guys up and down, and they're like, these guys are covered in magic equipment that could be my magic equipment. Like, the mercenaries traveling with her don't seem to, you know, barring a direct order from her to stand down, they seem to think, like, you guys just got fireball. This should be easy cleanup for them. As far as Zagmira herself, you hear, like, echoing from nowhere in particular, you hear, I'd rather not take my chances.
Okay, well, with that, I shout, that's really unfortunate. You'll see that we're on the same team, and I cast Bark Skin on myself.
Okay, your AC is now 16.
Thank you.
So yeah, your skin is replaced with bark, and you're, did you want to move? You're kind of standing right there at the temple gates.
Oh, yeah. So my map's not... Oh, okay, I see it now. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna move back here.
Okay.
Can I move that far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
So now Tyranny's up. You were outside the blast radius of this fireball, Tyranny. And so you see this sort of semicircle of mercenary thugs and, you know, where this steam rising off the water where this fireball was ignited.
I think you had your bow drawn, right?
Yeah. On my bow ready.
Yep. Where's it going?
At a mercenary.
Yep. Which one you like?
Oh, wait, are these guys? It's hard for me. These guys are mercenaries? Okay.
Yeah. There's 4 of them, and they're kind of in a circle to make room for the fireball. I think I spaced them about right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's that?
That is Zagmira, but only Mortee can see her.
Oh, gotcha.
She's invisible, but Mortee's very good at seeing invisible things.
I aim my bow and arrow to this corner. Just kidding.
Yeah. No,
You
so
can.
you can. So if you're welcome to. First of all, I would like to see a perception check to see if you can kind of like see the ripples in the water where she might be standing, and then you'll be making that attack with disadvantage because you can't see the target. But you're welcome to attempt it.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me see where I am. All right, so perception.
Yeah. So if this perception rolls halfway decent, you would see yeah, it's fine. So you'll see the ripples in the water where she's moving, right? But you're still aiming at where she just was and predicting where she might be, and you don't know if she's ducking or standing up straight or leaning to the left or the right. Like all of this, you're just having to guess, and so that's disadvantage on your roll.
Okay. So do I need to do something, or I just do it twice?
You do it twice, and we take the lowest one.
All right.
Yeah. So that. So you fire your longbow. You fire your longbow out into the area where you think she might be, and you think that it's a pretty good shot. Like you're watching it fly out there, and you think that you're gonna hit her. And right as the arrow would strike Zagmira, there's a flash of blue, and the arrow is deflected wildly out into the air.
Oh.
I don't know what you guys are planning, Oridas and Mortee. I don't know what you're scheming over there. But in case you missed that, she cast shield to sort of deflect that longbow shot.
All right.
You get a second attack if you want it.
Yeah, I want to use my my knife.
So you'd have to get up there.
I don't know if I necessarily want to use it on her because I can't see
Right,
her.
exactly. So that's like you made an attempt at it. Not only can you not see her, but she's got defensive magics around her now. She'd be a hard target to hit.
Is this guy too far? This one?
So yeah, you're kind of wading through the water.
Okay.
It's probably difficult to get 30 feet, but you can throw that dagger, and also that dagger has the ability to cast Dimension Door, if you remember.
Oh, right.
So you can kind of tear open space and step through to be anywhere within 500 feet. So anywhere.
But that would be my turn, right?
No, it's a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So it would take you wouldn't be able to do your extra unarmed attacks,
Okay.
but
All right.
you could get there for this attack.
All right. So I want to do that in here, and then stab.
Yep. Absolutely. So let's see it.
Okay. Let's see.
That's bookmark.
Come on, bookmark.
That's gonna hit this guy.
Okay.
Plus
Like
10.
ear off.
Yeah, I mean if that's what you're looking for. That's what you got. 13 damage is a solid hit from a dagger.
Damn.
Ear sliced off.
Yeah, actually, that's way better than a dagger can hit because you roll a 1d6 with your martial arts. It's like you're putting this dagger exactly where it needs to be to interrupt the flow of ki in this person's body, right? Like you know that there's this spiritual force that keeps people moving, and it's tough for him. He's still up, but he takes a lot of damage.
Cool. Okay.
We got Arias now, who's probably gonna do something dumb.
No, nothing dumb.
Every time.
All right, so I'm underwater-ish.
Yeah.
I'm underwater basically, but how is my view of the invisible person?
I don't know. That would be a perception check.
All right.
You're a perceptive guy.
I am. There we go.
Yeah. So just with that kind of roll, no problem determining what square she's in.
Now, if I want to just like dive at her to grapple her,
Yeah.
how does that attack work
So
against an invisible person?
right. So definitely you're gonna have disadvantage grappling something that you can't see. Like when you grapple someone, you're trying to get their arms and legs in a way that they can't move, right? And you don't know exactly where these body parts are. So you would have disadvantage, but it is a contested strength roll. And when you saw her, you wouldn't peg strength as her top stat.
Right. And then can I reckless attack to get advantage on melee attacks during my turn? But
So
all attacks
reckless
against me get
attacks,
advantage?
reckless attacks will not grant advantage on a grapple check because grapple is a strength ability check. But raging gives you advantage on strength
checks.
So
yeah, so I'm gonna rage bonus action.
So that'll be even rolls. So you're going up against a wizard in even rolls, right?
Right. And I'm gonna. So first of all, on my when I rage, I get a 2d6 lightning on this guy.
Yep. Let's see that. Is it dex save for him? I'll just roll it and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a dex save on it actually.
2d6 sounds like I should get a dex save. But
Yeah, it does. I'll look at the book, but let's put
I
a
gave
pin
him
in
a
it
dex
for
save.
now.
He passed it. He took half. If it's not true, then he'll take a little more.
Okay. And then I'm gonna launch myself with this lady to grapple her.
Yeah. So you rolled a 17.
Woo.
You rolled an 11.
Yeah, she's grappled. AF.
Good
Yeah,
job.
So grappling someone doesn't do a whole lot except reduce their movement speed to 0, which is pretty cool when you're trying to, obviously and narratively, like she's invisible, but she's held by you. So that's going to mitigate some of the disadvantages people have attacking an invisible target, right?
Right. I also want to see if I can just drag her underwater.
Yeah. Do you have extra attack? Like, do you get a second? Attack?
I have 2 attacks.
Okay, so with a second attack, you can try to make the shove action.
Okay.
And the shove action will be a contested strength roll, or she's either moved 5 feet away from you or knocked prone. And knocked prone here means she's underwater, right?
But am I still grappled to her?
Yes.
Like drag him? Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like you're suplexing her to the ground, right?
Right.
And the cool part about this synergy is that it takes half of your movement to stand up while prone, but her movement speed is 0 because she's currently grappled.
Right.
So as long as you maintain the grapple, she cannot get up.
All right, I'm doing it. Another strength.
Contested strength roll. She rolls a 9.
I don't know if she can roll a 20.
Yeah, she can't. So you get up to her, you get a hold of her, and then you just like spin her around and pin her down. The water at this particular spot is only a few feet deep, but you're putting the weight of your weight and strength against it, and she's definitely held underwater.
Nice. Suck a bee.
Attaboy.
And then while I'm suplexing her, I'm like, she said we're not on different teams. Or whatever Liz said. I just echo that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Fireball this.
Yeah. Well,
Good job, Chad.
in that
Thanks.
case, just give me a just
We beat the soulmonger.
We did it.
Yes, guys, we won.
I don't think she's quite ready to give up yet. So she's prone. She's grappled. She has both the prone and the grappled condition. She's going to, with disadvantage, let's see how this works. I'll be able to get a piece of you. Yeah. So she's going to, like, you guys, you've got her in your arms, and she's trying to fight back against you this whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
She manages at one point to put a hand like on your leg, right? You're like kind of holding her down with a knee, and she puts a hand on your leg. Let's see what this does. And she like clenches those fingers into your leg, and she casts Blight.
Oh boy.
So because you're like grappling and you're like trying to be able to get away from this spell that's coming at you, I'll give you advantage on the save, which is a Constitution save, because like as you feel her hands claw into your leg, you feel that there's this like necromantic magic pouring into you, but you're kind of in control of that situation. You probably have a better chance than even of getting her, getting the brunt of that attack aimed somewhere else. But for at least a second, she's got her hand on you and cast Blight. It's 40 damage.
All right. Come on, Constitution.
Her spell save DC would be 15.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, definitely. Like you have. She's obviously not. I wouldn't call it confident at this stage, but she's still like expecting to be able to drop you with a Blight.
20 damage.
Well, 40 if he had rolled a little worse, or if she had gotten even. It would have been 40 if it had been an even save for him.
What are you at, Chad?
Folly,
I'm at
you're
23.
up.
23 out of 57.
Okay. Man, I wish I had level 2 spell slots.
But you don't.
Can I? What's the rounding on distance getting halved?
You could probably get where you want to go.
So I'm gonna run over here and drop the good heals.
Yeah, give him the good
on our boy.
On Arias.
Yep.
And Arias gets 5 from Cure Wounds.
5 from Cure Wounds. Drop a. I'll drop 2 of my healing lights. Damn it. It's terrible.
It's not terrible.
Okay, it's not great.
It's above average.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Awesome.
Cool.
Wait, what?
No, we were clearing up an earlier thing.
Oh, okay.
I rolled it correct.
Okay, and then yeah, I think that's my turn.
So yeah, you just fill Arias with 13 hit points of healing light.
Yep. Good shit.
And these mercenaries have been working with wizards, right? Like they understand the situation that is happening here, right? Like this is they see that you're a healer and they're not into that so much, right? So this one is going to step behind you and try to take a good swing at you. And he has this heavy mace with like basically just like a crude metal mace. It's a weapon. It's built to be a weapon. Rolls a 17 to hit.
A mace, huh?
Yeah.
I'll shield it.
Yeah, it's okay. Then he doesn't hit you, and then he rolls a second attack, and it's a 12.
Okay.
That one hits.
The other thug here sees his sort of commander in dire straits, right, and is going to attempt to make the shove action against Arias, which is going to be a contested strength roll.
Show him.
But you have advantage because you're raging. He may or may not know that.
Show him what's up.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like he pushes on you and he kind of gets the better of you for a second, and then you're able to kind of like plant your feet, and you're in the water, but that's not a disadvantage to Arias, right? Like it doesn't bother him at all. So that was his first attack, was the shove. And then when that doesn't go anywhere, he's going to switch to the mace and just bring that around with his second attack. It's an 8 to hit.
Nope.
The other 2 thugs here are going to line up on Tyranny, who just teleported in. And they work with a wizard. And when they see this kind of thing going down, they know that it's a problem.
No.
The first one won't get advantage, but is going to make 2 attacks against Tyranny. A 15 to hit and a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The second one is in a flanking position, and so he's able to take advantage on the attack. 14 to hit or 17 to hit.
17 hits.
So that's another 6 bludgeoning damage. So these 4 guys just pull out these heavy maces and just start taking swings. And there's just so many of them, so many of these swings coming at you that eventually some stuff gets through.
Okay.
And that's the mercenary's turn, and it's Mortee. You're up.
All right.
So I just kind of threw your guys over there on the side. I imagine they're like spread out a little more than that. I didn't put them that way because I plan on fireballing them.
Yeah, no.
Put these in a perfect fireball circle.
They will. They're fine the way they are. How I'm imagining things. So on a bonus action, Morty's going to send the zombies forward and start like taking swings at these guys that are.
Yeah. Yeah, and so there's a moment of where these mercenaries are watching the zombies approach, and they seem downright relieved that finally the reinforcements are here.
They sure are.
And then when the zombies start to swing at them, they actually like issue a few words of like, they don't look like wizards, but they seem to know like a word or two of Draconic or a word or two of Sylvan that they use to sort of like arcane words to command undead, and they issue them at your zombies, but it does nothing. Your zombies aren't trained to react to those words, right?
Yeah.
And then like this sort of terror sets in on this guy's face.
Suckers.
So yeah, 5 attacks. Let's do. Have either of these guys been hit?
Yes, the one on the left has been hit by Tyranny by Bookmark.
All right, the one in the middle is going to go for him too. So the first 3 attacks on him, the other 2.
Yeah, you're looking for. Let's see what you're looking for, so we can just handle it. You're looking for 11s.
Yeah, so that's 4 hits.
4 hits. You wanna? That looks like starting here 6 and 7 is plus 10. 3. The 3 hits. The first 3 hits are enough to kill. First 3 hits are enough to kill this first guy, and then the 4th hit is. You should have 5 swings though, right? Am I reading this wrong?
Yeah, the last one didn't.
Got it.
I rolled 6 dice.
I see. My screen kind of jacked. How much was the last hit?
10 or 15 that hit 10 damage.
What is happening in the kitchen?
What's happening in the kitchen, you said?
Yeah, we're back.
Just a heads up, my spell somehow got switched during animals to something else. I don't know how.
Just fix it. Just fix it.
Just fix it.
Yeah, I wanted you to know I'm not doing any shady stuff.
I'm not watching you guys that closely. Just fix it.
Okay.
That's not important.
To be honest.
Okay, yeah. So your skeletons or your zombies move in and deal some pretty massive damage there. As far as the crossbows, this wall is giving at least partial cover.
Oh yeah, actually, see the zombies. Sorry, the skeletons can move 30, so they're gonna come in, and they're gonna follow Morty in, because Morty's gonna actually walk over past his zombie over here, and do a level 2 ray of sickness on the bad guy above north of Orias.
Okay. Yeah. Ray of Sickness level 2. Let's see it. He gets a con save, right? Is it half damage on con?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, he does pass the con save. Wait, no, it's just. Oh, it's on a hit. You're rolling to hit, which you do hit. So he takes damage. Let me see damage. But he passes his save, so he's not sick. I think you can just click the words Ray of Sickness to do damage.
Oh yeah.
And it's 2d8.
3d8 because I ramped it up 1.
Got it. So there's the 2d8 plus the 1d8. Got it.
And then to round before making a decision on if the skeletons are attacking, I want to yell out to the guy that I can see, that nobody else can see, that
Who's currently penned underwater. So
Yeah.
you actually probably can't really see her, but like I get it.
yeah. But Morty's a big guy, so he can probably boom his voice pretty loud.
Yeah.
You can hear it. Say that we're here as allies of Valindra Shadowmantle. Stand down and let's work together. I think
Yeah. There's bubbles from underwater.
perfect. It's good enough. And then
It's Morse code.
the skeletons are gonna try and move in to make some range attacks at the same guy that I ray of sickness.
Okay. Probably gonna kill him.
Sweet.
Just, roll some dice, but. Yes, you kill him. Okay, so that's Mortee's turn. Getting a lot done there. Nayana, you're up.
Okay.
You've ducked behind this pillar. There's zombies and skeletons, firing arrows everywhere. Orias has tackled the mage to the ground and pinned her underwater.
Nayana comes up. Let's see. Comes up to the guy next to Tyranny and says, "Stand down, or at this point you're gonna have to face your fate."
Just kill him.
Really?
Morty's gonna yell, just kill him.
Okay, fine. Nayana.
It's Morty's attitude.
Yeah, so you yell out to him, "Oh, surrender!" And then Mortee yells out, "Just kill him!" And immediately he drops his mace at that.
He does?
Yeah. Just drops his mace, puts his hands up in the air. He's completely surrounded by enemies with his back against the wall, and a powerful necromancer just said, "Just kill him."
All right. Nayana kind of looks at Morty and shrugs. You still want me to kill him?
I guess you can let him live.
So there's such a disappointment in his voice.
Hey man, it's your alignment, not mine.
You can kill me.
Where are you? What happened to you?
I got hit by that fireball.
Yeah, you did.
Alright.
You're Mortee pretty good.
I don't have very many hit points.
No.
Big old boy, very little hit points.
Okay, alright, I'll heal you. Alright, Nayana goes, alright, she grabs his, what is it, mage?
His mace.
Mace, oh, I don't know. Okay, she grabs his mace and takes it with her, and she kind of tells him, stand there, like, stand up top, away from Tyranny, so he doesn't, like, try anything funny when it's his turn. And then, can I, like, tie him up, or is that my action? Because I want to heal Morty.
So, yeah, if you want to heal Morty, that's probably going to be your action. And also, like, he's not exactly letting you tie him up. He's dropped his mace, but he's like, if you reach up for his wrists, he's going to slap your hand away.
All right. Well, I got him to drop his whatever. So, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to heal Morty.
Cool.
2. And then, how many? What do I do?
You're good. That's what you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Tyranny, you're up. The thug standing right next to you has surrendered. Otherwise, you're surrounded by zombies. I don't know how you feel about that.
But they're our pals, right?
Yeah, they're boys.
They're Mortees, yes.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you feel about the Walking Dead being your allies. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that they are, but I probably don't want to stand too close to them because they're gross.
They are gross.
Yeah.
And then the evil ladies under the water.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I'd like to move. Over here. Whoops. Where'd I go? Over here.
Yep.
Should I ask you guys? Like, are we gonna let her live?
She might need a little more punishment before she surrenders.
Should I stab her? Like,
Totally stab her.
She is held down
She's prone, so you have advantage on the attack roll.
Do it.
with a plus
She
two.
can't move.
She can't move. Orias is pointing. You know exactly where she is.
right. But if I do that, is her protective magic like hurting people?
No, it's just shield. So her armor class is very high, but you have advantage and you have a very strong weapon, so you probably hit her anyways.
And if I do it, it wouldn't kill her, right? Or is it okay if I kill her?
It's a chance I'm going to take. But she was pretty.
I think that we should give her a chance to respond to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe a stab or two could improve the response.
Maybe a non-lethal stab, like stab her in the foot or the hand. Like,
Or,
You can always choose to do that.
All right, can I cut off her ear?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
love you.
I mean, that's great against Necro. Do it.
Okay,
Definitely.
doing it.
Which ear?
Oh, wait, the old ear or the
The
young ear?
young ear or the old ear?
The young ear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't. Did it hit?
A 12. You have advantage.
Yeah, roll that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Cut that ear right.
Say goodbye to your ear, lady.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
As I slice her ear, the water fills with blood.
Yeah, you do whatever you want to do with a 30.
I'm 30 and I'm chopping off someone's ear. All right.
Love it.
Yeah. She's trying to like grab her head and everything, but like it's just she's completely held down by Orias.
I think that's my turn.
Yeah, it's Orias' turn now. Well, actually, you get 2 attacks if you want to.
Oh.
Another ear.
She has to still be able to. Well, I guess
Yeah,
they still hear even if their ears are chopped off.
Well, that might be enough.
Yeah, I don't want to kill her.
Yeah, I mean, so you put bookmark back in its sheath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
That was great.
Okay, Orias, it's your turn.
All right, so
She's been underwater for about 12 seconds now. She's probably not in any danger of drowning, but it's not comfortable to be held underwater.
right, so I'm gonna lift her head up above water and say, "Are we done here?" So she can see everything.
Yeah. She looks around and sees the whole army of zombies and skeletons, and she's like looks relieved for a second that reinforcements are here. And then, oh, they're fucking got turtles on them. Okay. Yeah. Fuck yes. But what is going on?
Well, first we need the thing that you got out of this shrine.
No. What? No.
Do
No,
you want
yes.
you want to keep your other ear?
That's we're here for a reason.
Listen, we spoke with
Valindra Shadow Mantle.
Valindra Shadowmantle.
Yes, great. Yes, she's definitely organizing this whole thing. Yes.
Yeah. So
And I'm collecting the puzzle cubes. So
yeah, she told me to tell you to give us the puzzle cubes.
We're collecting them. You can work with us.
why don't we just call her?
You're right. All right, and Morty will pull out his.
Sure, but I'm still not letting her up.
Yeah.
Somebody disarm the other guy, real quick.
He'll disarm himself if you move for it. He's not looking for.
Yeah, let's call it.
Okay, what do you send?
I'm gonna go get water. I'll be right back, guys.
What is this guy's name? What is your name?
Zagmira.
Zagmira.
The week.
She's sorry, she's still bound by Orias.
Yeah, she is. Her head's above water, looking so she can look around. That's it.
She's bleeding and is sort of trying to reach for her spell book, but is unable to do so. You don't have to worry so much about the 25 words, but like.
Okay.
Relatively short message.
I encountered Zagmira. She was hostile. Now is our prisoner.
Tell her we're on the same side and we get the puzzle cubes.
Yeah, pretty much that. Like, let's tell her to submit and work.
Yeah. So the response to that would be
All right. What are we?
would the response to that would not come through your sending stone. Instead, a stone worn around Zagmira's neck, you can see through like the slight transparency of the robes that she's wearing, begins to glow as if it's receiving a sending.
Are we gonna hear it when it?
No, it would be. I mean, whoever touches it would.
Oh, can I touch it without losing the grapple on her?
Yeah. You want to intercept the message?
We can't necessarily trust her to listen to it and tell us what it says, right?
Yeah, no, we can't. Take it.
Yeah, I touch it.
You hear, Valindra's voice. It says, the adventurers are working with me. Try to get their cube. Report back in 1 hour.
So then I'll send a message back through that stone that says, "Yes, ma'am."
Are you trying to sound
No,
not like
in
yourself?
my voice.
In your voice?
Yeah.
Mortee's stone begins to glow.
Morty will pick his up.
She says, we believe the cubes unlock an underground complex. The Red Wizards have 2 of them. Please cooperate.
So I'm gonna yell so that everyone, including Zagmira, can hear that she sent a message to Zagmira saying that we're working together, but to try to get the stones from us.
And Morty will inform the group that she says that the Red Wizards have 2 so far and asks us to cooperate.
Can one of you guys search Zagmira for the stones?
Yeah, it's not difficult. She was for the stones, plural.
The cubes?
Yeah.
The cubes, yeah.
Yeah, she's got a couple minor, magic items on her. She's got 2 healing potions, a little satchel of gold, 57 gold pieces, a sending stone, and one puzzle cube with the symbol of an eblis on it.
No spell book.
Yeah, she does have a spell book.
I feel like we shouldn't take that unless we're gonna kill her.
Huh?
Well, she hurt you guys, and she was really rude. So
Yeah, you cut her ear off. I mean, there's punishment fits the crime right now.
You're right. No, I think that we can all work together. We can, like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we hold all the cubes or let her hold the cube?
no, don't let
No,
her.
we should.
No.
So when Mortee says that, I'll like grab the cube from her,
Mm-hmm.
and hold on to it, and be like, "Yeah, I think we
But
can."
her at this point with this conversation going on, her invisibility has come down. She casts greater invisibility. It lasts 1 minute. So at this point, she's just
Like, yeah, I think we can work together and like grab the cube off of her.
And I'll just because it's still a little tense and he doesn't have anything. Mortee will cast False Life.
yeah. She looks at you as you cast it, and like it's like she's like mildly heartbroken. Like you think this is the spell that she's reaching for her book for because she's currently bleeding out.
Well, yeah.
Especially because when you say the incantations, you're using the Thayan proof for False Life.
Oh right.
I learned it from them.
It's pretty good. So as I take the cube, I'll ask like, Mary, do you agree we can work together? And I'm like pocketing her cube.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know who you are. You guys came up to me. You looked like one of the fucking snake people.
And then Folly's like, "We're snake people."
We're not snake people.
Like you have to understand that when you see those snake people, fireball is the first thing that you do.
But we explained who we
You
were.
kind of did more than a fireball.
We explained who we were. I clearly told you who we were.
Because okay, look, snake people also capable of lying.
Okay.
What?
Look,
They're actually,
Folly
they're
looks
actually-
appalled and shocked.
they're actually very good at it.
yeah, okay, fair. But we did try to explain several times we didn't want to hurt you. If we did, we would have immediately hurt you.
Yeah, maybe, or you wanted me to walk with you guys for 15 feet until there were like 45 snakes. Look, the snakes have been a problem.
Okay, fine, fair. Look, you're bleeding out. I want to help you. I can heal you a little bit to show that, we want to work
Yeah,
together.
please heal. Yes, let's do
Are
that.
you going to try anything weird if I heal you?
Like fireball? The last time didn't work out so well.
Yeah, no, it didn't. So don't try it again. Unless it's at other people. All right, fine.
I'll then if we're gonna heal her, I'll let her up out of the water too.
She stands up and she goes for her spell book and flips to the page for False Life. She's doing this in front of you guys. You can stop her if you want.
I give her some healing and then do whatever she wants.
And Mortee will say, "It's okay. It's okay. It's just False Life."
Okay. She False Lives. And at that, there's this swirling necromantic energy around her wounds, that seem to almost like a shell around them, like a carapace, kind of protecting the wounded parts of her body from further harm. And sort of the way that her False Life looks. And then she starts to move towards the steps of the shrine where she's going to sit down because she is stabbed.
Yeah, fair.
She's
Really? Who did that?
Yeah, that's weird.
I think that we should all have a little sit down here. We can leave the boys out front to guard.
I kind of walk over to her with some dinosaur meat and I say, here, maybe you need this to feel better.
She holds up her hand. She's like, I don't care for it.
That's fine.
I'll grab it and start eating and be like, man, it's great. I don't know why.
And then I crack.
What time is it now?
It's probably late. It's probably like after this fight and a little bit of a talk here, it's probably about time to camp.
So I'll offer a spot in the tiny hut, Mortee's tiny hut.
No.
So we can all crash out here for the night. Maybe we can look at spellbook. We can trade a little spellbook action.
Always angling for the spellbook
For the
action.
spells, huh?
Yeah, it's not a surprise.
That fireball was beautiful. And
Her spell book seems to be like, now that you've gotten a closer look at it, her seems to be bound in human skin and have a
Jesus.
thick binding that seems to be made out of worked human bone.
Wait,
There's a symbol on the front of it that you recognize as sort of the Thayan symbol for necromancy magic. And like I said before, like clearly some powerful necromantic ritual has sort of put her in the body that she currently inhabits.
we've seen that kind of book before in our very first day of our adventure.
oh yeah, Mitch had a
Zoldara Cordes did have a spell book bound in human flesh.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't know if we should offer her a spot in the tiny hut. I just voiced that as Mortee's offering it. I mean, it's up to him. It's his, but
Wait, isn't
Wait,
her
what?
and somebody else too?
there she is.
she has 2 thugs left.
Okay.
And the mercenaries are looking at her like, one of them, if there's a moment of quiet, one of them will come up to her and be like, this is, basically like, you are not paying enough for this level. Like we demand hazard pay. And she's very dismissive. She's like, yes, whatever. You can take his share. It's fine. And that seems to quiet him down.
I'm
that's cutthroat.
why do you think not in the hut?
Oh, I mean, we got as a group, we got what we need from her. You might probably want spells, but other than that, we don't really need anything else from them.
I really just want that fireball.
You don't know Fireball?
No, I haven't picked it yet. I have.
Do you have shield?
I have shield. Yeah.
Okay.
He went necro. Fireball would be down the list.
Yeah.
She's got a fat spell book, and she's flipping through it, sort of preparing her own spells, looking through it. You also see that she's got significant notes mixed in with the spells that different wizards organize differently, right? Some have a separate notebook as spell book, but she seems to write, components and things like this that she might need, or spells that she's working on, in the same book.
You write in the margins.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
We should at least, even if we're gonna have them stay in the hut, we should decide what we're gonna do in general moving forward. Like, do we split from them, or do we?
If they have at least one other cube, we have to. Like, I think it works in our favor to work with them at least for now. Like, basically, we show up and say, we assume command because we're the ones here in the field, and we're clearly
superior
at the moment. So yeah, we just assume command. They work for us.
The only thing I'm worried about is if they bring in reinforcements, or if we go somewhere where they have like a camp set up and there's too many of them for us to handle.
Yeah, I mean, we can.
Did Volange, whatever her name is, respond to your sending stone? Volange?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
So you missed that part. It was she
I
I
told them
sent her a message. She sent the message to the bad girls sending stone, which Chad intercepted and said they are allies, but try and take their cube.
Oh.
And then Chad responded back, like,
yes,
okay,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am, in his voice, just like being on it, like. And then
So we don't trust them.
well, she then responded back to me. The Wizards, they have 2 cubes. Try and work together,
Ew.
like in a nice way.
No, still. How's it TV?
But we don't know anything about the cubes. Like,
Yeah, I
we're
just-
collecting cubes for
Yeah,
no
no.
apparent reason.
And I just want to say, A, yes, that. B, everybody in this group can have their own opinion on
Right.
these people, right? Like Mortee is a necromancer and definitely wants to talk shop with this lady. But if you don't let someone who fireballed you into your tiny hut, that's okay too, right? Like that's like these are everybody. I like to hear all the voices, right? So, but yeah, I mean, otherwise she's calmed down a bit and she's been going through her spell book. You notice a couple instances she sort of like touches the old side of her face and you know consults her notes. But otherwise, it's getting pretty late and it's probably about camp time. It looks like she and her 2 thugs were planning on using this shrine as shelter for the night. They don't seem to be moving out.
Well, I guess Arias's opinion would be that this was Ubtao ordained that we couldn't figure out a puzzle, and then these guys came and helped us get the cube. So,
A couple ways to see that, though, right? That was she delivering it to you, or is it a?
I think Arias would believe that it was for this party's favor. So she was delivering it to us. It was just I don't trust them, but I think that Ubtao wants us to use them.
Yeah.
You mean that's Arias' perspective?
Right.
Gotcha.
What does use them in this context mean?
Well, at first I thought we had got everything we needed, but now I realize that we don't know what to do with these stones, so we need them more.
Yeah. Do you want to talk to her about that?
Sure. Like, so now that we have 2 of these stones,
3.
three
We have 3.
Yeah.
3 of these stones, what should we do with? What are we gonna do with them?
Well, sounds like you should give them back to the experts. We arrived in Omu yesterday. We have a team in the northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. Where are we? She would be she's the 4th team, so she's northeast. She says there's an interesting construction near the Black Obelisk to the north, on the north end of Omu, and we think that the cubes are related. We can figure this out quicker than you can. Just go get the cubes and meet us there. But give me the cubes that you have now.
Well, no, probably not that.
Mortee will tell us all 3 cubes. If you'll give me
I
the
think we
cube,
only have 2 here.
we have 2 here.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. One of the other Red Wizard teams has picked up a cube as well.
got it. I think we should put the 2 that we have in our bag of holding. All right.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll be like, sure, I'll give it to our necromancy expert.
Perfect.
I don't think that. Never mind. Yeah. Fine.
Perfect. So, how many of these do we need to get?
9.
Oh yeah, we saw the 9. Where did we see 9? No, it was 6.
The 9.
That makes sense if it's 6. We have so if it's 9 total, there's 6 left, and we had 3. No, maybe not. Okay, I'm trying to connect things in my head, and they're not working.
So I'll also ask. I have some more questions for this guy. Are you guys searching for these shrines, or do you know where they are and are just spending time figuring them out?
We're still finding them. They're not hard to find. I mean, look around the city and you'll come across them. Did you guys sketch a map of Omu from the top? Is that something that any of you guys would do?
Orion
probably wouldn't have.
No.
Well, Folly might have, if anybody.
Yeah, would Folly have sketched the map from up top?
I don't know.
Okay, then she has a crude map, but you won't be able to look at it, so I'll just ping instead.
Okay.
She'll point a couple landmarks. She'll be like, if we have to work together, I guess we can share some information. Up north here is the obelisk that I talked about earlier.
Right.
We're here right now. There's another shrine. I need to make sure that I'm correct. I don't want to lie to you guys. There's another shrine here. And there's another shrine here. And that's as far as I've gotten.
And where did the third stone come from? The third cube come from?
It wasn't marked on the map. I just heard a check-in.
Did you hear that dinosaur yell earlier?
Yeah, I mean,
What was that?
I think it was a dinosaur yell.
What was that?
Fortunately, none of our teams have run into the beast, but we also move with caution and intelligence.
Yeah.
Looks like we do.
Have you been to the obelisk yet?
Well,
Yes.
it seems like that's where we're supposed to take the cubes.
Yeah, what was there? What was at the obelisk?
I can tell you. She says there's a big, tall obelisk, and then there's a passageway into the mountainside, and inside the passageway were 9 identical square holes carved into the wall.
So they're basically scattered all over the city, and we have 3 so far.
There are 2.
That's what it sounds like.
And they have 1, right? Their group has another one.
Yeah, one of their other packs has another one.
Okay.
So it's 3.
Where's their other packs? It's in the city.
Yeah. 4 quadrants.
They have one in the north, one in the west. And one...
Yeah, and she's not like, it's not so strict like that. There's 4 red wizards wandering Omu, and they entered on those points.
Well, I'll share that we got ours from there, so you don't need to go over there. Don't worry about that.
You the Ning Ning Shrine?
Yeah.
Yeah. She says, great, I didn't want to deal with the frog people.
But they're so cute.
I was just
They do fireball nicely.
Yeah, that sounds great. How about that? How about that fireball?
What do you have?
How about that?
That's a 3rd level spell. What do you have to share?
Damn.
Thunderstat, which is a pretty unique one, I think.
Yeah, could have thunderstepped out of your friend's muscles.
It would have been very helpful for you.
Shucks, wish you knew that earlier, huh?
Talking smack, you guys. Talking smack.
Yeah, she'll copy Thunderstep in exchange for Fireball.
Guys, Morty is finally a real wizard. He has Fireball.
Congratulations.
Hey,
You
Morty.
did it.
So
Well,
proud.
you need a night to study it, right? Spent together with him, so I guess that solidifies the tiny hut thing.
No, he needs 6 hours, right?
Still,
So that's most
it's
of it.
Almost, almost long rest.
Okay, and you have okay, and Mortee, you're the one holding the stones.
Just you mean the cubes?
Mm-hmm.
They're in the bag of holding. Yeah,
Wait, who has the bag of holding?
I have the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Just curious.
All right.
No reason.
So,
No reason.
No reason at all.
should we head over to the? Do we head over to another shrine, or do we head over to the obelisk?
It's late.
It's late, man.
Yeah, we need to do this.
Oh, I thought we
You
already
guys-
did the long.
You guys are
long
resting,
rest.
right?
Yeah. I mean, I thought that's what this was. I thought we were resting while.
Stuff happens during the night, though.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know what? And actually, we can't change up watch order, can we?
We haven't
You
set.
can change your watch order.
Yeah,
anytime
we
you
haven't said it yet.
Well, I think that 2 of us should be with whoever is holding the cubes in case they do something sneaky. Like, I think there should be 2 people on watch, like, at the same time, not just one.
We can't. We don't have enough people to do that in long rest still.
Yeah, but you could. People can take shorts.
Nope.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
need-
Tyranny would probably be fine with a short.
Yeah, I need my long rest.
I mean, I need my long rest too for my spells, but
The mercenaries that are with Zagmira offer to take a watch.
no,
No.
no, absolutely not.
Well,
They'll take the whole watch if you want. Like they'll just manage it.
Watch
The
the whole
watch.
thing? Oh,
the
wow.
crew can be
That's so nice
can
of
be
them.
assigned to
It's
watches.
a good offer.
It's overtime pay for them, so they don't. It's kind of like the kind of thing that take it when you can get it, right?
Yeah.
No.
All right, so why don't we do one each, and then somebody else do, because we have five of us. One each for the first 3, and then a second one with me. So we do a true long rest. The 2 hours that Morty does, since there will be another person watching, he can start copying his fireball then, and then either finish it in the morning or later.
Sure.
Yeah, I definitely think there should be 2 of us.
But so
I can do it.
who wants to do it with Morty to watch Morty and everything?
I can.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Morty and Tyranny, buddies for life.
Buddies for life.
Buddy.
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 Okay. Cool.
So,
Number.
what's our order?
Yeah. What's the order?
And I think when we watch, the person watching should hold on to the
Back.
goods in question. Yeah, the bag of holding.
Instead of like letting Mortee sleep with it.
Yeah, I'm up for that for sure.
So in that case, okay, what are we gonna do?
No, it's still the same thing. We just one, and they hand off the bag of holding when they turn in for their ship. The next person puts it on their back or on their person during their watch.
Okay. Are you gonna? I think they should sleep outside of your tent, and you should sound the alarm. So if they break the alarm, and they're trying to do something, you think everybody wakes up.
Talking about putting Zagmira and the thugs outside of the alarm.
Yeah.
I think part of copying the spell was sleeping inside the tent.
I was
Or
only
Mortee can sleep outside.
Are we in the tiny hut?
It's about who else is in the tiny hut.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't think they should sleep in our tent. I think you
No,
should
the
sleep
offer
in
was
our-
only made to Zagmira. The thugs sleep outside, and they cannot come in the hut because
Yeah, we could set up alarm for them though,
But you
in
know
case
what?
we need to help them.
Rhaenyra is powerful too, and she's sneaky. I don't trust her.
Mortee wants fireball.
Mortee can't get fireball with her being outside of the tent or within
Look,
the tent.
this Torty has needs. Okay.
Yeah, clearly. But then, okay, so here's the thing: can you set the alarm where it's just us, and then like a big part of the tent, and then make them sleep on the other part of the tent?
Well, it's a tiny hut, right?
it's a 10-foot radius, so 20-foot.
Yeah, you can do it. You
No.
can do what you need to do. Tell me what you need to do.
Yeah,
I
so
just don't trust these people.
yeah, I guess half is of this 10-foot radius, so 20-foot diameter hut. 10 feet of it is under the alarm for the Mortee crew,
Mm-hmm.
and the other, and Valindra has the other.
Yeah, so she sees you setting all of this up, and she's like, "Are we on the same team or not?"
It's a great question. It's a great question.
Yeah. I have very
Paranoid friends.
yeah, I have very
Well, yeah, we here in the Red Wizards, we're also distrusting of outsiders, but you could join up with us, and we could just we don't need these people.
Why does everybody try to take Mortee?
Because Morty's got that E on his character sheet.
Yeah.
yeah, no, like we won't find a stronger group of adventurers than this group right here.
Okay. Yeah, let's just
trying to play the game.
let's do this thing.
Okay.
Can I see a
Let's do this
perception
thing.
check, Morty?
What is this for? Like, kind of, because I might, if it's something important, Morty would really try.
It's about your ability to.
Perceive.
It's about what you pick up about this spell book as you handle it.
Oh.
I think Morty is super tuned in to everything and would put it all in and put the inspiration into it.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
La la.
Yeah. So you try to glance peeks in her notes in the margins as you're copying Fireball, right?
Mm.
And what you pick up is that yes, she attempted to perform a ritual to inhabit her own granddaughter's body
Oh no.
What?
Oh,
and to prolong her own life as she's working towards lichdom.
Working towards what?
Lichdom.
She's working towards becoming immortal, towards becoming a lich, and has been hitting roadblocks along the way, as is fairly common, but it's very rare for a human to ever reach lichdom because they just don't have the lifespan required for the research. So she performed this ritual and in doing so sacrificed her granddaughter, but it didn't quite work. And there's a sort of series of research notes in which you think that she is blaming the soulmonger, that the soul of her granddaughter was taken from her before she was able to sort of capture it as fuel for this ritual. And
Hate when that happens.
part of that sort of seems to be the motivation she personally has for this her particular quest here in Omu in the Soul.
See, they're evil.
She wants
So-
to end the death curse so that she can get that soul back and use it herself.
Yeah, and you
Basically.
think that you would need to do your own research. Obviously, these are just like notes that you're picking up between other things, but you think that you get the gist of it. It's a human sacrifice that's blood related to you, and a diamond worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, and a couple other mundane, arcane, ingredients. And you think that with some research, you could figure out how to do this ritual yourself.
Cool.
Whoa.
But
So-
you would need like a blood relative of yours. The closer, the better.
Yeah.
So that's why she has that spell book that seemed familiar.
Not necessarily.
Because that was like a very lich thing. That's what we tried to find. From a
Yeah,
lich.
I mean, a spell book bound in human flesh probably has some amplification to necromantic magics, which both her and a lich would use. But she's not a lich, but she's attempting to prolong her life such that she may one day be able to reach that status.
Wow.
And obviously, no price seems too high.
Yeah, so she's not trustworthy.
Well, you don't know any of this.
Yeah.
Right.
This is Mortee's noticing this, and it's all written in like not like code, but like shorthand, and like it's, and you're reading it between, like you're like peeking under the pages between copying the fireball.
Gotcha.
Does she catch him doing that?
Let's see a stealth check from Mortee.
Sorry, Morty.
Thanks.
Sorry. I was just curious because,
Nayana's like, do you notice I'm reading your book really carefully?
He's looking
Yeah.
at me.
Weird, right?
She does not. She does not seem to. She does not. If she notices you, she doesn't seem to. She doesn't say anything.
Shout.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm too honest, I think.
A good quality.
Yeah.
So because Morty's got his, are we getting through the watch order? Or
Yeah.
do we have things to
I
hit?
want to talk about. I want to talk about when Orias sleeps, though.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, it's what's my order? Did we pick an order?
We haven't yet.
I want to go first.
Morty's going last with Tyranny. That's the only one. That's
So Orias sleeps really early, and
Yeah, I sleep and I'm second, I guess.
yeah, and when you go to sleep, you find yourself in your dream. You are standing in Omu, but Omu looks nothing like it does today. It's full of gleaming marble buildings and gold-capped roofs and just wealth and beauty, except that, like you saw when you looked over the waterfall, the city is under siege. Wraiths circle some of these gold-capped buildings. Skeletons run through the streets. Zombie dinosaurs are clubbing down Chultans, running for their lives. And in the distance, down a long road that you can look down, you see a figure robed in purple with tiny specks of green glowing in his where his eyes should be, but his head is nothing but a skull. And he walks down the street, and like he just turns and points to Chultan women and children and men running for their lives. He just points, and they fall over dead. They turn and have dead eyes as they follow in line behind him, or they completely disintegrate to ash. And you watch this, and I don't know what would Orias do in this dream.
So, I've been curious since the first vision. Would I be able to tell if this lava pit down here existed? at
Yeah,
that time?
it looks like it did. Yeah,
Okay. And I'm in the dream.
yeah, you're like in the dream. We're not gonna spend too long here, but like a minute.
Sure. I would. So this guy looks like he's in charge. So I think I would try to, like, get closer if I can move, but try to like
Yeah.
see what I can see
So
about him.
you move towards this person, and you get closer and closer. He's got a staff with a human skull on the tip, and in the eyes of that skull, there's also these glowing pinpricks of green light. And he's got a hood up, but as you get a little closer, you see that there's like it's just a skull. It's like almost there's not like it has a whole there's like a skeletal form underneath, but there's so little flesh and so little to him, right? It's just a skeleton wearing robes with these green pinpricks of light. And as you get a little bit closer, he seems to notice you, and he turns and looks towards you, and he reaches out his hand, and instantaneously you're bound in heavy iron chains and being pulled down into the earth, and then your vision goes black. Then you wake up.
Oh. All right, Leech. You can see dream people.
The rest of you have really bad dreams. They're not so specific, but they're all like, you know, just like you wake up in a fright that you're being chased by skeletons through the jungle, or that you're lost in the dark and can't find your way out, or you know, any of these sorts of dreams.
Okay.
That's it. That's a cool night.
It is. I'll tell everyone about it if we get to the morning.
And yeah, so
Yeah, morning. It's morning.
on Mortee's that last 2 hours, he'll have the boys make a fire, and or if they pick up the one from the night before and make everybody big breakfast. So hopefully we can chill out for 4 hours while I finish Fireball.
Actually, and can I change up spells since I
Yep.
took...
Long rest.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And Zagmira is finishing up the spell. She seems a little bit quicker at copying it than you, and starts to do her own preparation for the day.
So I'll just tell everyone I had a dream like the vision that we all saw. Again, of Omu under siege, but I saw what looked like the leader, and probably a leech, and
A lich.
a lich, and it could see me. It acted like he could see me in the dream. It might just be a dream, but it felt pretty real.
Yeah.
Nayana asks, do you think it was Rouse Nisi?
I don't even know who Rosnisi is.
Yeah, Zagmira would pick up at that and say, "What do you know of Rosnisi?"
What do you know of Roxy?
Well, obviously we know the stories of legend that he turned on the city.
I'm afraid I'm not up to date on my Chilton history.
That's
Wow.
not our fault. You are illiterate.
Let me
God,
recap.
you guys are jerks. I forgot. I thought.
Morty will tell him the story that we got told earlier about how he was one of the 7 guardians and of that one city, and then he showed up with an undead army and attacked the city, and as an ancient defense, the majority of the cities were teleported to another plane, and then he went missing. Or
Yeah,
That stuff.
she kind of like,
Joined you guys.
you know, she kind of shrugs and she's like, "I don't know anybody who can raise an army of the dead that just keels over and dies." Like that's kind of. I don't know how much I believe that.
I don't. I'm not saying that she died. Just it's not here. It's not here.
Not around.
Not on this plane, perhaps for a while, or you know, dealing with something else for
Sure.
a while. Who knows?
Okay. With that, she's. Yeah, thanks for the info. I'm I'm gonna get to work on the cubes.
Let's go.
I'll be okay. I'll find you when I have the rest of the cubes.
Wow, who's being attacked now?
You. We had more cubes, and now
Now we have more cubes.
You know what? You still have your life, so you're welcome.
All right, guys, that's enough infighting. Let's get on with this.
Yeah.
she looks to you. It looks like she had something she was gonna say, but then she's like, "I'm out."
Bye. We'll miss you.
So we'll go to those other shrines you pointed out because clearly you couldn't figure out those puzzles.
I forget how many animals or whatever did it seem like we were supposed to get, or how many cubes?
9.
9?
9 total, I think.
Yeah, she described that there are 9 identical cube sockets,
Oh, 9. Okay.
and that she has one more.
Okay. Cool. So, which way should we head? Should we hit that shrine that's...
Yeah, we should go, I think, west to that shrine. Or
closer
hottest.
to the
Is
obelisk?
that the one that they already got? This one?
No, she didn't know where the one was that they got.
Oh, okay.
It's like 4 independent teams, right? So like they check in every once in a while. We got one, but like it's not.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
They don't
that'll-
have a way of texting a map to each other, right? So it's like
But they do. They have a sending stone.
That's not a text capable.
yeah, and the sending stone that Zagmira had was linked to Valendra, right? So it's like there's it's like multiple levels of communication
Bless you.
at 2 messages per day. So it's like it's not super easy to communicate that kind of thing.
Very terrible text plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to figure out a better working system. So, never mind.
So we want to hit the shrine that's close to the obelisk so that we can take a better look at that, or?
Yeah, and you also saw that here there's some sort of like old market or bazaar.
Yeah.
But like, there aren't any people in this town, right? Like, other than
Well,
Gargoyle.
Resnisi's people wanted us to come here, remember? So that's why I disguised myself as...
I guess like my question is, if we go to the market, there's nobody running the market, right?
Oh,
Right.
no. It looks abandoned. as
Yeah,
far
it's,
as I
it's
saw.
long. It's long, 100 years abandoned, but like there might be something there.
Items of interest.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm 100% certain that that building on top of the spire in the middle of the lava is somewhere we're going to need to go.
I'm 100% sure that's correct.
That's perfect. Yeah, but let's go to this one just to the west.
Okay,
That's my opinion.
So like, since we had a big battle, did we level up?
like this.
Since we had a battle,
I'm
No,
suddenly
we
stronger and more
level
knowledgeable.
up.
That makes us level 9 now, right?
It's fine.
Since we had was that a big battle?
It was
No.
like...
My head,
You
and
know.
I think we're just ready to get more spells.
These probably
mean-
were the creepier things we fought.
They were kind of
Probably
like
one of the
fighting a
coolest-
dragon. Like, the fireball was kind of like a breath, right?
Kind of like that. Okay, no, you don't level up.
Alright.
Good
Let's
effort, though, guys. He was thinking about it.
walk by
Okay,
the,
next time.
let's at least walk by the bazaar, if not go in.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of have to, unless we want to go out of our way to go around.
So as
So
you're
remember
walking,
what-
as you're walking through the city, right? Can I see a perception check from everybody?
I was
And
just,
also, if you're moving quietly, can I see a stealth check? If you're just kind of chilling, then you don't need it. But if you're
I'm
trying to
chilling
consider-
because I'm disguised as Snake Peoples.
got it. So are you walking away from the rest of the group then?
Kind of.
Okay.
Like, I want to be not so far that like they couldn't help me, but like far enough that it's plausible I'm separate.
So Tyranny's basically invisible. Liz, not so much, but very perceptive.
Oh god.
That's good. I got some ideas.
Oh
Is
god.
on stealth with plate.
A disadvantage.
So I'm probably walking like maybe like 60 feet away from the party, and like in
No, maybe.
a separate block.
I was gonna ask if I should, like, if you need a snake with you.
I see all and can't
Do you
be
want to?
seen.
Do you want to be a snake on his shoulders?
Oh yeah, you could put a. I'd be down.
You know what I'm.
That might not be bad.
Perception rolls still count or no?
Yeah, perception's good, and your stealth is a lot better if you're not actually walking.
That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna shift into snake.
Okay.
See, like,
So you see, and you can point out to Folly, on his shoulder.
Huh?
All of you guys with like plus 20 pluses on the perception, they're like, you didn't really, try to catalog how many snakes per square foot the jungle had, but you feel like this has gotta be more. Like, this like you're constantly almost stepping on snakes, some of them quite large, and you see them like climbing the buildings and in the bushes, and this is your sort of first walk through the ground, right? Like your first like movement through Omu, and there's a lot of snakes.
Snaky boys.
snake boys. Well, I think I'm stealthy enough in
Yeah.
plate mail for snakes to not even notice me.
That's totally. You come upon the after a little while of walking and sort of like just like walking around all of these snakes, you come upon a derelict market hall that stands on the street corner up ahead. Frayed cloth awnings hang in tatters above a broad alley lined with stalls.
Uh-huh. We're talking about that market?
A market, yeah.
Oh.
Should we go in?
So it's like covered, like it was probably covered like at some point, and then inside it's all like set up with wooden stalls. They all look old and derelict, but whatever was set up here when the city fell is still set up.
Now, could I ask, since we're going through this town and no one's around, but it's oddly creepy, do we feel anybody following us or watching us?
I guess for you it'd be an insight roll.
Okay.
So I'm
But
walking
also-
like this way.
Also, Nayana, just in general, this whole place really creeps you out. Like walking through a graveyard at night. Like something definitely feels like wrong or hurt, or like your attunement with nature. Like nature is here and nature is strong here, but it is strong despite a presence, not because of it. And you're looking around at all these snakes, and you're pretty sure like you can identify a snake, like the same snake over and over again. And like you moved quite far, and some of these snakes are the same snake.
So they're following us.
Snake people, snake people,
Snake.
Okay.
snake.
But yeah, so
Wait.
so
So is Nayana with me, or are you with the group?
Nayana's with you.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm
You're up ahead a little bit.
yeah, because I figure I was trying to stay kind of within at least like kind of like shouting distance, but I figure if they're gonna explore the market, I can't
Yeah.
explore the same building, so I head over to the obelisk.
Yep.
Nyan,
So you're gonna head out all the way over to the obelisk.
Yeah, which
Cool.
is
We'll talk about that in a second. I'm
is
gonna
this
let you
is
guys-
this distance actual?
It is, but it's very difficult to move that far. Like that's not the distance is correct.
Yeah.
But it's like you're trudging through complete overgrown
Oh, I see.
city
Yeah.
streets and pathfinding and everything to get there.
Okay.
So it takes you some time, but it's like that's probably 10 or 15 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys go in the market?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going with Polly.
Yes, the two of you are going up there. So the rest of you are going to the market.
Seems that
Anything in
way.
particular you want to do? You walk in there and you see all of these stalls set up.
But no one's there.
No one's there.
Just snakes.
Snaky boy.
Can we search the stalls?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Can I have my last one, Chad?
Okay, yeah. To you, it's almost a joke how obvious it is, but there is a little, like, you're looking at one of the stalls and it has maybe some of, like, it's all old and worn, but like maybe some of the nicer cloth items, like nice shirts and pants. And as you're looking at it, you realize that if you were to reach out and pick any of them up, it would hit a tripwire, which is like obvious to you, and it would fire a little catapult at you.
Catapult of what?
It's got a rock in it. It looks like it's a spring-loaded catapult. It looks like it would hurt, but like you see the trap, like okay, like you, like it's set up such that if you were to reach out and touch any of these clothes, it would fire.
Is it like a frog-sized? Like it's like a pebble that would hit me in the head and it wouldn't really hurt, but it would like.
You think it would do some damage? It's a little rock. It's maybe the size of like a tennis ball or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it would hit you as if you were hit by a sling. So I mean it hurt.
Weird. Okay. Guys, don't touch the stuff.
Any of it?
Any of it. Unless you want to get a rock to the face.
Yeah. Can I see from anybody else who's looking around after you say that? Can I see investigation?
Yeah.
So Mortee, you find another one. This one seems rigged to little flask of acid that would pour on you if you entered a stall that used to be selling shields. And Arias sees a trap rigged up that would allow a small velociraptor that was tied up in the back out if he were to step on a pressure plate inside of a store that used to sell weapons.
Wow.
It's like, and as you look around, it's like a third of these stalls have these little traps.
So weird. Maybe the people were trying to protect themselves from Rasmussen and his crew.
Well, is the raptor alive?
What was that, Chad?
Is the raptor alive?
The raptor is alive, yeah.
So it wasn't. This is not the people who used to live here.
It's not the people, you don't think?
Because the raptor in the trap is still alive.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
So as you guys are like talking about all of these traps and looking at them and like, oh, watch out over here. Oh, watch out over here. There's another one. You see a tiny scaled creature that you would recognize now as a kobold. Looking out from around like the last stall at the end, and he sees you, and then he disappears down a well-hidden staircase in that last stall.
It's a trap.
Oh,
But Folly and Nayana are not there, right?
Polly and Nayana are not there. They're off on a hike to the obelisk.
Okay.
So, I think Arias would be like, this doesn't really seem integral to what I've been called to do here. And it looks like a death trap of traps, so I don't really care to be here any longer.
Yeah.
You don't want to follow him now?
You're your own person, Tyranny.
I'm not gonna do that. The last time I was my own person, I shot a giant mosquito.
And that was good. You have memories of that.
Fond memory. Yeah. Well, but so it's just a stairway in the market. It's not like an underground.
Yeah, as you get a little closer and look at it, it looks like it used to be a wine cellar.
Mm.
And so it's got like a trap door and like they had pushed a rug over it, like, right?
Because our goal is to get to the underground city, right? Well, I guess it's a different plane, not just an underground city.
Unless you guys like go away and kind of watch it, and then if they come out, you know.
So I can let you guys think about it, and I can jump over to the other two guys.
Sure.
I don't know if I'm allowed to throw ideas out right now.
Telepathically, I'm thinking Nayana would suggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, right?
Mm-hmm. Nah. We want to go down for a group.
This sounds like a trap.
Yeah. Are kobolds that dumb to be let themselves be seen? Well, we can leave the marketplace if you guys want to. There's nothing over here.
So I moved the two people that went over to the obelisk onto the obelisk's map. Can you guys see?
No.
Yeah.
I guess I can move everybody. Why not? Okay, so here you guys are. You come up to the edge of the cliffside, and a tall black obelisk rises up out of the ground right near sort of a couple cut-in passages into the mountainside.
Ooh.
Can you guys see that aren't here, or do I need to give like control? I think you can all see.
I think it's
Not a lot to see.
Yeah.
Yet.
Do we have dynamic lighting going on?
I'm trying it, especially because the two people that are here haven't complained about it before.
Nice.
But yeah, this is where you are.
Okay. So Nayana just kind of like nudges Polly. Like, let's go forward.
Yeah, how did you want me to do this? Did you want me to just inch up basically like 6 seconds at a time or something, basically?
No, just tell me what you want to do. You're not in initiative or anything.
All right. So, yeah, okay. What is this tent thing? Or is that the obelisk?
That's the obelisk.
Oh, that's the obelisk. Okay, what am I seeing beyond the obelisk?
So near the base of the cliffs, a 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone is draped with vines and black moss. Behind it, you see a dark passageway obscured by withered creepers. A second, smaller tunnel burrows into the base of the cliff to the east. 3 stone gargoyles watch you from narrow ledges carved into the cliffside. Each has the face of a bearded devil, its mouth agape and a silent scream.
Ew.
That's creepy.
Oh no.
Wait, what if the obelisk controls the gargoyles? Is that dumb? I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but what are we going to do? Destroy the obelisk?
Can we? Probably not.
I don't know. It doesn't. I don't think it looks like a fragile structure, right? Pretty sure it's
It's
like
made
a...
of cracked stone and covered with vines. I mean, it doesn't look like you're gonna like push it and it's gonna fall over, but I mean,
Yeah,
Arias with a big axe could get through it eventually.
eventually.
And
But we
It does
don't
make a
know.
lot of noise.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
And
It's not you're not stealthily destroying this thing.
Potentially a
15
lot
feet
of
tall.
gargoyles.
gargoyles seem perfectly fine to me.
Trying to think.
Yeah, that would probably attract some unwanted attention.
Okay, so I'm not a great tracker since I'm a city person, but does it look like there's evidence of people here who have been here recently?
No. Maybe you can roll a survival check.
Should I roll one too?
Sure, you're good at it.
Survival?
You're a snake right now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Snaky boy.
Oh yeah, Liz.
Oh Jesus, what the?
You think a small group came through here, looked around this sort of passageways, and then left?
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. Did they leave anything behind?
No. Just
Okay.
footprints.
Okay, so I'm gonna definitely step forward and kind of around the obelisk.
Yeah, there's vines and moss growing up all around the base of the obelisk. If the other guys are not going to check out the market, they can start heading over this way.
Yeah.
Like if you guys are done at the market, you can start to head this way.
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
Do we see anything around it? Like,
Yeah, is there nothing new on the other side there?
Cool. So you're looking around, and it's can I see perception or investigation, whichever is your highest score from both of you,
yeah.
or the better of you rolled with advantage. Either way is fine.
Yeah, that's probably what we should do.
Yeah, Nayana should probably roll.
Nayana should probably roll.
My perception and my insight is both at 3.
Perception
Yeah.
or investigation, but your
Oh.
perception will be higher. I know your character sheet.
Yeah, roll with advantage. I will help you search.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it again.
Yeah. Yeah. You see writing partially, like mostly obscured by vines and thick moss on the obelisk near the bottom of it, on the south side.
Okay. Can I understand it?
Oh yeah, it's written in common.
Oh, okay. What does it say?
It says, and I will copy and paste it.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I'll just change.
Snaky boy.
It says, I'll show it to you. Fear the night when the Forsaken One seizes. Death's mantle and when this Forsaken One seizes death's mantle and the seas dry up and the dead rise, and I, Acererak the Eternal, reap the world of the living. Those who dare enter take heed. The enemies oppose. One stands between them. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only.
Yeah, there's definitely something here. Like, there's probably a cube here.
Yeah, there's a lot of words.
Isn't this where we're supposed to bring the cubes
Yeah,
according to the red?
Here's the 9 holes.
Oh.
As you guys are looking around on here, the other guys are catching up. You know, it takes you a few minutes to clear it all off. So you guys can drop your tokens on here if you want.
This is weird.
Morty's on there. He's just really tiny.
Oh, he's so cute.
Right.
Little
You're so
turtle.
cute.
Such a cute little turtle.
Yeah, and then
drop two
Folly
more there.
runs over down this hallway. Take a look-see loo.
Okay, so you're sorry. I need. Okay. As you return, as you walk down this little hall, you see alcoves that run the length of a narrow tunnel, each one featuring a bestial statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil. The statues depict a Jakuli, a Sioux monster, an Almirage, a Zorbo, an Eblis, a Froghemoth, a Grung, and a Commodon.
Oh.
Each statue is 3 foot tall. Yeah.
So I know that this is, maybe all the statues represent a cube.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's 8 statues, right? And 9 cubes.
At this point, the other guys have gotten here. So if anyone, if you can call out what you see, you know, and they can decide if they want to come in.
Well, Nayana can only hiss, so it has to be false. Or can I talk?
Sort of, no. You can also unshapeshift and talk, and then shapeshift again when you guys leave this area if you want.
That would burn them all, though.
But you can like talk, you know, bounce your head around and make yourself into shapes. And I don't want to. You can talk. It's fine.
Okay, Nayana points to the writing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I was gonna say I'll come over and look at the writing.
Fear the night when the Forsaken One seizes death's mantle and the seas dry up and the dead rise, and I, Acererak the Eternal, reap the world of the living. Those who dare enter take heed. The enemies oppose, one stands between them. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only.
Do we know who Arisgarask is?
I was just gonna ask that.
Sarah? I don't think so.
I would think it's Rosnisi.
But we don't know anything yet, right?
Oh.
So I'll kind of stroll over.
You guys
to
can all
the
roll history if you'd like on the name of Acererak.
Yeah, I want
Especially anyone who's proficient.
You said roll history?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna copy and paste this thing. Just I want to include it in my summary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna add it.
Neither of the two of you have ever heard the name of Acererak.
Is that
I mean, I probably have. I probably shouldn't do history checks unless it's about ocean stuff.
That's
I have no history of it.
that's fair.
I'm getting there. I'm just not
But
rolling.
it says the seas will dry up.
Sure.
would this bard have heard stories?
No, you've never heard that name.
Even with a 20?
20.
You've never heard that name.
So I'm gonna look over at these statues and try to see where the.
Wait. There's a. I have a thing for archaeologists. I can.
Sorry, turn that off.
Never mind.
You can tell us who built this stuff.
You can if you walk into the little hall and look at the statues, you do some work on that.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is I want to see the positioning of the frog hemoth and the bird one.
So let me get back to here. I had to refresh my window for a second. The first thing that happens is Mortee goes in there to look at stuff, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you do, the basin of oil at the base of the statue, corresponding to the Eblis and the Grung, erupts in green flame.
Whoa.
Oh, probably because
Green flame.
I have the cubes.
Secondly, as you look at the statues, they're well made. Let me read exactly what your thing gives you. They were crafted by humans, but they were crafted by human slaves or workers that didn't like the craftsmanship's not bad, but it was done under duress.
Got it.
And then Arias had a question.
Yeah, are the obelisk and the grung on opposite sides of the hallway?
The Eblis and the Grung are both on the north side of the hallway. So I'll do them in order. Number one, can you see that writing that I wrote?
No.
Damn. Okay, so from left to right, the leftmost top one is a Jakuli. To the bottom, just across from it, is a Sioux monster. The second column is an Almirage on top, a Zorbo on bottom. The third column is an Eblis on top, a Froghemoth on bottom. And then the fourth column is a Grung on top and a Commandant on bottom.
Okay, so they're enemies opposing. That's part of the riddle.
And someone stands between.
But I don't think we're ready for this riddle yet.
I have the riddle saved. So
It's also in your journal. You can come back to it with the fancy little black background anytime you want.
Yeah, so Liz, just I don't know if you knew about this, but if you click the like newspaper looking things at the top right, that it takes you to a list of everything he's ever given us.
What?
This would be under. This would be under Chapter 5. Chapter 5 player handouts.
Oh, chapter 5.
Cyrax warnings.
Cyrax warnings.
So, like I said, I don't think we're ready for this yet.
Don't. You don't have to metagame though. The chapters aren't necessarily in order.
No, it's true, but I already didn't feel like we were ready for this.
Yeah.
Wait, so did we figure out who Asarak is?
No.
No, none of you have heard of it, and you had some pretty good rolls.
Okay. We should ask. Can we use that sending stone to ask Valanja, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Can we just ask her, like, hey, real quick, who is this?
Sure, but can we wait till the end of the day in case we want to use it for something else first?
Well, we slept overnight since talking to her, so it has 2 charges.
Oh, it does? So we can send twice?
You can send twice. You can send and then receive a response twice.
Oh, okay. Sure.
4 messages total if they use the response.
I mean,
Wait,
of
did we
course-
ask the wizard yet?
The wizard's not with you. She went off on her own.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I thought she was still following us.
She left. She was like, I don't really want to hang out with you guys.
She said she'll meet us when she gets the other cubes.
Oh, gotcha,
When she
gotcha.
obtains the remaining 5
She's
cubes,
continuing
she'll
her
contact-
mission.
She'll contact you.
Got it.
6 cubes. 6 cubes.
Okay, so do we even need to go to the other shrines? They're collecting it for us.
No,
Let's just wait here for a week.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What are the gargoyles doing right now?
That's a good question.
Oh,
When-
man, why do I keep doing this?
When you are near the obelisk, they track your movements, but none of them have gotten up from their perch.
And this up north is just doors?
Oh, we can talk about that if you want.
Yeah.
What was the question?
The
The north
The
passage.
doors.
up where I am right now.
So after 20 feet, there's a short tunnel that goes about 20 feet. It ends in a slab of worked stone whose edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. 4 lines engraved at the center of the slab cross one another to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. 8 cavities in all.
What?
There.
Why only 8?
That's
Sorry, and I'm reading this now. Zegmira would have said 8.
Oh,
She believes that there's. Yeah, she would have said 8.
So there's a 9th one.
well, we don't.
Yeah, hold on. I want to think about exactly how this would go. No, she said 9. She said 9. She meant 9.
Okay.
This is what you're seeing here.
Well, it's the 8
But
spot.
she said it was here that she thought there would be a place for 9 of them. Like at the obelisk, she said. Right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So there's got to be another hole somewhere,
I think it's somewhere on the obelisk.
possibly.
Yeah, I'm gonna start clearing away the vines on the obelisk because it's covered in vegetation, right?
I think you kind of did that to read this, but I don't know if maybe you can do it more.
Yeah.
When you read the words.
Yeah, that's the words were under the vines and moss. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you go for it. That's it. Like
Okay.
yeah, you pull it away. It looks like with some work, maybe with all of you together, that there's a crack near the base. It looks like you could maybe topple this thing. It's too much probably for anybody to like kind of push over on their own, but like all of you working together.
Well, that was my initial thought. Like, why don't we all push it or get rid of it and see what happens? Because I think there might be something on the base or something, but I'm worried that it might trigger the gargoyles and then we all die.
Well, we're in it together though.
So we're all going to die together.
Sure.
I would vote not to do that.
Which part? The dying or the
Well, the dying.
dying
yeah, but
together or
not because I think we're gonna die, just because I think our next step in our path laid out before us is to gather these things,
yeah. Okay.
and doing stuff around here without all 9 of them is a waste of time, in Arias's opinion.
What if we find the 9th spot?
Yeah. What do you mean 9? I see 8 holes.
Right.
Well,
So
what's her face said 9.
Zagmira did say 9, and
Yeah.
just because we don't play every week, and you guys would probably know this. We do play every week, but we don't play every day. You guys have an artifact in your possessions that has pictures of
Yeah.
animals drawn in sort of a divine procession on the side of your alchemy jug, and there are 9.
What's the yeah, that's right.
Oh,
What's
so
the
what's
different?
the-
What's the missing animal from these 8?
A snail.
A snail?
A snail.
It's actually a flail snail. Instead of eye stalks, it's got like pseudopods with flails on the end.
So, okay, so that's
Snail.
Whale snail.
all of these creatures are creatures that were turned into these things through the god of Uptau.
Oopdow.
The snail people, the lobster people, the
There's no lobster on your.
oh, there
there's
isn't.
no lobster.
What else is there?
So again, going through just the statues that you can see over there. There's a Jakuli, a Sioux monster, an Almirage, a Zorbo, an Eblis, a Froghemoth, a Grung, and a Commodon.
Guys, the statue's burnt in green flame because someone with the cubes walked in there. I really think that the next thing we need to do is get the rest of the cubes.
I agree.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
All right. The shrine that was just south.
Yeah, there's one not far from here.
Is
Yeah,
it
let's-
not that
let's-
I want to set up a trap? Like I don't know, if someone comes in here Good trap.
But what, like, to
Like,
do what?
some of the statues. I don't know. Like, and then if we come back and there's someone.
You could set up pretty easily some, like, even if it was something simple, like a certain organization of sticks, you could tell if someone stepped on them, right? Like, this is the kind of thing that a druid could do if you wanted to know if someone came through here.
I do, because I know that we're going to revisit this place, and I'm curious to see, like, who, or if there are other people coming through here and what the heck is going on.
Yes, so you can set up, as a druid, you can, like, arrange nature in this way that you'll remember, and then if it's disturbed, you'll know that people walked through it.
Yeah, okay.
Spike spell, though. Is that spike spell concentration? Or
It's concentration, and there's a maximum range. So she can't, like, go explore Omu and keep a spell up, but with more mundane stuff, she can, bend a tree over such that if they brush it aside, it'll snap up, and then she'll look at it and be like, oh, someone touched it. Like, she can make a signal to herself.
Yeah, I want to do that. So Nayana gathers up sticks, and I'm just trying to see where the best setup of it would be. Like, maybe near the statues, maybe near the obelisk, like, or the entrance. I don't know.
You could do more than one.
Yeah, just two.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just take your time. I mean, you're a druid. You can just pretty quickly.
Okay. So, yeah, just the general area then, right? That's
Yeah.
what you were saying.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you'll know if people came through here.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's head to that. Shrine.
Fun, guys. Tell me if this moves everybody. I think that they probably left Nayana and behind, right?
Emotionally, or
Rude.
Eugene, did that move you? Or are you still stuck on that?
I'm still on the map.
I split the party, and now I don't know how to unsplit the party. Oh, yes. Got it. I've never done that before.
Hello, DM?
Hello? Hello? Team?
I have noticed several times in this adventure that Eugene is that guy that says maybe we should split up, but without asking.
All top priority, guys.
I love it when my group splits up.
You as the DM, of course.
Because I'm trying to tell the best story.
Hell yeah. Okay, is it feasible to go through these kind of
Yes.
spacings? Okay, so
In
that's
fact, it's
probably the
not
fastest.
much harder than it is to go down the roads because everything is so overgrown.
Right.
Oh, wait. I must have shifted back to set up the thing, but I'm going to shift back again.
I mean, I think we can all travel as a group right now, right?
No, she meant she shifted out of snake form to set up her early warning system. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I think Dan was just talking her out of shifting again yet.
Yeah, saving your
Oh.
second. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're more than welcome to go.
All right. I'll save it.
Does she have 3 yet?
I don't think so.
I only see 2, but,
Okay. That's cool. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
It's a cool ability, and it's cool. Okay, so you go, you make your way down there. The streets this time, as you're like walking down, are like there's like a pretty thick mist. Just like when it rains here, then the mist comes up from the lava too, like where the water's hitting it, and it just kind of fills the basin, and your visibility is pretty poor. But can I see perception checks as you make your way over to the shrine?
When does my passive perception come into play?
I very rarely use it. Like just as in my game style. What is your passive perception?
15.
In general, you kind of can't roll lower than that number. So you can, if you roll real bad, you can remind me my passive's 15, but like I don't really use it that much because I think rolling's more fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
Otherwise, the same people see these things out every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys see as you're walking through this thick mist, you see the silhouette of an enormous dinosaur towering above the buildings and stomping along to the left, to the
It's
west.
the zombie T-Rex, guys.
It's not really coming to you or anything, but it's stomping around to the west.
Is it dinosaur killing time?
If it's dead,
I mean-
we can't kill it.
You can. We proved that with the monkey.
But otherwise, you're kind of coming up to the shrine. So you can take a detour if you want, but the shrine's like right here.
How far away in the is it?
It's moving away from you. It's kind of moving this direction.
Okay.
Like maybe it was standing like right where the point of the butt of my arrow was and heading up this way.
Got it.
I'm single-minded on what
The
I
shrines.
perceive as our next task.
Okay. So is that the group's opinion?
Yeah, Morty's not gonna chase down a dinosaur.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm very clear when I say that I don't think we should either. That it's not because I'm afraid to. It's because
You should be very clear, yeah. Because I would think. Sure.
Right. When are we supposed to? There we go.
Look at how this is set up, guys. Look at this.
Me.
I don't see anything.
Oh, you're wrong a sec.
Dark.
Oh, I see it. Okay. All right.
So you approach the shrine, and you see carvings of monkeys hanging by their tails, decorating two cracked obelisks that stand before a shrine enclosed by broken walls. Past the obelisks is a courtyard filled with horsetails and arum lilies. Not real horsetails, I think it's a flower.
Yeah.
5 archways open into darkness at the base of the ruin. Mounted above the central arch is a stone plaque bearing an inscription in Old Umoan. Which Tyranny can read, but I will just paste it for you guys. Better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy.
Wongo?
Mm-hmm.
Old Mongo.
Do we know who Wongo is? Do any of us recognize this?
I think it's like the other riddles that we've.
Yeah, and you recognize the carvings of the monkeys as Sioux monsters.
And Mongo's gonna be their god.
Yep.
My guy's there, but he's real small.
What?
Oh, never mind. I can drag it from another map.
Yeah. They should be on this map already. You all have control of each other too. So if one guy wants to just grab them all, that's fine.
I don't know how to grab multiple at once, otherwise I would.
Oh, maybe you guys can't. It's easy for me. I just drag across it. But I'll pull everybody.
Better to be Wongo's friend than enemy? Well, friends hug.
Right.
We need
So you just maybe the answer is just hugging. Just hug it out.
to. Well, maybe
So-
we go hug the statue.
So there's 5 entrances to this shrine. 4 of them are covered in portcullis, which is like where bars block your way.
Oh.
Are these white spaces the 5 entrances?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, they're not. They're all open. There are portcullises, but they're all open right now. They're all pulled up. You can just see the tips of them at the top.
So none of them are closed off?
Right. All 5 entrances are open.
Oh.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah, which one do we go through?
I want to go through this one.
Okay.
Wait,
The
there's
center
5 of us. What if we all go through a different entrance?
Yeah, you guys can do that. You want to all go through a different entrance?
Good, but what if all of us
Does
die?
it look like looking in? Does it go into one room or?
You're looking down the halls and it's dark. I'm trying to give you guys a little bit more reveal here. Hold on.
I'm gonna pull out my cantrip, my flaming fire.
So it looks like that only the center one goes to the main chamber, but there's something at the end of each of the other hallways.
I think we should split up, guys.
Okay.
All right,
Um,
that's a good
Morty,
idea.
Morty says, "Why don't you go down that one, Arias? I'll go down the middle one."
All right. Don't die.
I won't.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm going down. We going down.
Okay.
Party is split up. It's your favorite.
It's my favorite. Okay, so from left to right, Folly. Actually, let's talk. Yeah, we'll skip Mortee. We'll do him last. Folly, you see each of these 4 corridors ends in a molded stone mask that juts into the middle. So you're seeing the inside of a mask that's like built into the wall, but you can put your face up in it, right?
It's pointing, or the mask is facing where then?
The mask is facing into the center room.
So you're all the way at the end of the hallway right now.
Yeah, you're all the way at the end of the hallway.
Oh, I see.
So from where you are, like you just see this mask, and when you put your head up to it, there's eye holes that allow you to see into the center room, and we'll talk about exactly what you see when we get to Mortee.
Okay.
All 4 of you see this, but all 4 of you next to the masks is a different inscription in Old Omoan.
Ah, it's a good thing we all went down.
So the leftmost corridor with Folly, the inscription reads, "I ate one of the boar's friends." Someone will want to write this down.
I ate one of the boar's friends.
Yes.
Sorry, my pen just gave out. Okay, I ate one of...
And what does the mask look like?
The mask from here just is like a human mask. Like it's like a mask you
human.
can wear.
Oh, okay.
But it's like built into the wall.
It's built into the wall. So we'll talk about what Mortee sees as he enters the center chamber in just a second.
Okay, I wrote it down.
The second corridor where Orias is says, "The vulture is lucky to be alive." The third mask says, "My only friend starved to death."
Give me 1 second, sorry. My friend is lucky to be alive?
The
Sorry.
vulture is lucky to be alive is the second one.
Uh-huh.
The third one is, "My only friend starved to death."
Death. Okay.
And the fourth one is, "One of the others has no friends."
Okay.
Okay, so in the center room that Mortee walks into, a 10-foot tall stone statue of an evil-looking monkey balances on its tail atop a stone dais in the middle of this 20-foot high chamber. The statue's limbs are splayed with hands and feet cupped. On the wall behind, a sculpted relief shows a monkey-like creature tearing into a giant serpent. Cuneiform inscriptions are carved above and below the relief. 4 masks of painted stone protrude from the walls. They depict, from left to right, a lion, a zebra, a boar, and a vulture. So the mask that Folly would be looking through is a lion. The mask that Arias would be looking through is a boar. The mask that Tyranny would be looking through is a zebra. And the mask that Nayana would be looking through is a vulture. And when you guys look through the mask, do you look through the mask? Like, do you put your face right up to it?
I definitely would.
I would.
Yeah.
When you look through the mask, you each see something a little bit different. When you look through the lion mask, Folly, you see a ray of blue light falling from the ceiling onto the right hand of the statue. When you look through the boar mask, Arias, you see a ray of blue light falling onto the left foot of the statue.
Which animal was that? Sorry.
The lion The lion sees blue light falling onto the right hand of the statue. The boar sees blue light falling onto the left foot of the statue.
Okay.
The zebra sees the light falling on the right foot of the statue. And the vulture sees blue light falling to the left hand of the statue.
Okay.
So you and then the altar here, when you're looking around it, let's see. The inscription, first of all, there's an inscription that tells the story of Wongo, and I'll get that for you guys. This is part of the legend that you are piecing together, which I'm sure that you kind of knew was coming when you got here. So you see there's a little bit of a story that is written on this sort of inscription of the story that you've been piecing together. That night, a Sioux monster broke into Ubtau's palace and stole a pail of water for the Omoans. When the god came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a Jakuli's burrow. Ubtau asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa, the Jakuli, was too honest to lie. When Wongo, the Sioux monster, found out how Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the Jakuli and eat him up. So there's that is written, but also immediately beneath the statue, the inscription says, Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water.
Oh.
Wait, Wongo's friend what?
Knows where to pour the water. And I will give you guys any of these clues that you want. Again, I know that it was like a fuck ton of information that flew out at you.
All right, so the vulture's not his friend because he ate, because he's alive.
Unless we need to read it backwards or something.
One of the others has no friends.
Wait, what was the picture in Mortee's room?
Mortee's room, the picture was a picture of a Sioux monster ravagely eating a Jakuli.
Yeah.
Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water.
Who's the boar?
So the I mean, I think you guys get the gist of this puzzle, right?
Yeah.
I think it's hard.
So,
So the boar, no, the zebra says no. The boar says the vulture is lucky to be alive, and the vulture says one of the others has no friends.
I'll give you guys this too. I know you guys wrote it out, but this might. I can share this. I'm reading it.
So the lion ate one of the boar's friends.
Yeah, we got that.
I think you have all this information.
The lion ate one of the boar's friends. The vulture is lucky to be alive, so he's still alive. My only friend starved
One
to
of
death.
the zebra's only friends starved to death.
Wouldn't it be the boar?
Zebras.
I ate one of the boar's friends.
The vulture has
Only
no.
friends
The vulture has no friends, right? He's lucky to be alive.
One of the others has no friends. Or the lion.
Only friends starved to death.
What's in the center of Mortee's room?
In the center of the room is a big statue of a Sioux monster, and he's standing on his tail, and he has all four of his limbs out, and then those limbs are what you're seeing the light come on, depending on which mask you look through.
Or is
Wongo's friend would be not the Jakuli, not the.
What kind of animal is a Jakuli?
It's the snake
The serpent, the
guy.
snake.
We talked to him. We talked to a Jakuli, a while back. It definitely wouldn't be. You know what? And we did talk to the Jakuli, and the Jakuli said that I think they told the story.
The vulture. Oh,
Maybe the vulture is the Wongo's friend.
so I think. So the zebra has friends, so he can't be the one that doesn't have friends.
Right.
They can't be friends with the lion.
And the boar has friends, so he can't be the one who has no friends. The lion has to be the one who has no friends. So the lion can't be his friend. So the lion's out for sure.
Right.
The vulture is lucky to be alive.
Wait. The lion had a friend who starved to death.
No.
The lion ate one of the boar's friends.
The zebra had a friend who starved to death.
Lions eat zebras.
The zebra could also have no friends. It says my only friend starved to death.
Yeah, well, if he has one, I guess.
No. Zebra says. Oh, sorry, that's the
Yeah,
vulture
my
who
only friend
said that.
starved to death. So if he's starved to death, he has no more friends.
Right. So that would just mean that the zebra is the one that's not a friend.
Yeah, is not a friend.
Potentially. As long as starving to death counts as not being your friend anymore.
Vulture is lucky to be alive.
The lion is definitely not friends with the the zebra, because the zebra's only friend. I'm sorry. Oh wait, shit, I'm getting confused now.
Okay, so
I think it's hard. I think
okay,
it's hard.
so I think I understand some of it. So vulture.
I'm gonna let you guys talk for a minute. I'm gonna go throw some food in the oven.
Yeah, do it. So vulture definitely has friends, right?
No.
What do you mean?
Wait a minute.
The boar is the only one that definitely has friends.
And the lion ate the boar's friend, so the zebra was the one to die.
Well, another person had a friend who starved to death, which isn't the boar's friend, because the boar's friend got eaten.
The zebra's friend starved to death.
Yeah, so the zebra had a friend, the boar had a friend.
I think the boar is the one that starved to death.
And
the lion ate the zebra.
Why?
And how does the vulture get lucky to be alive and not?
Because he ate the boar.
Why?
He's a vulture and he eats the remains.
Because that's how he's alive.
He said I ate one of the boar's friends.
No, the lion said I ate one of the boar's friends. So the lion ate the zebra. Vulture eats the boar because the boar starved to death.
Well, then who's Wongo's friend then?
The lion has no friends, and then the vulture is
lion
lucky.
has no friends, so it's got to be the vulture, I feel like.
The vulture is lucky to be alive.
Wait, why do you think the boar... It never says the boar's only friend. It only says the zebra's only friend. The boar could have more friends.
Yeah, I'm okay in here, but yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so it says the vulture says one of the others has no friends. I guess it's, if you just think of it literally worded, it just means one of the other animals don't have friends, but I think it's implying that the vulture has friends. Lion eats one of the boar's friends.
The zebra.
That is implied. You're right. That is implied that the boar has more than one friend for sure. the zebra indicates that someone starved to death, right? Vulture is alive, so he can't have starved to death, regardless of what happened.
And it wasn't the lion because he ate somebody.
Yeah, it wasn't the lion because he ate somebody, so he can't starve to death.
Yeah.
So it has to be boar.
Wait, why can't it be vulture?
Because he is lucky.
Because he's lucky to be alive, so he can't starve to death.
You're right. So it has to be boar.
So boar is the one that starved to death. Zebra is
Vulture
the
ate
one who got eaten
By the lion.
because the vulture is still alive, so he can't be eaten and be alive.
The lion has no friends.
So and then that leaves the lion having no friends, which means the vulture is the only one who could be Wongo's friend.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because the others are dead.
I that's where it was in my head before too. I think I think it's there.
You don't think the boar is? I ate one of the boar's
The
friends.
boar's dead because it starved to death.
Yeah, because he was the zebra's friend.
Oh, so we're looking.
No one else could starve to death aside from the boar.
And the vulture
essentially.
was lucky because the boar starved to death. He could eat it. Vulture is a carrion
Yeah.
animal.
That's true.
He
The
would-
left
So
hand.
wait. So now that we know who Wonga's friend is, what do we do?
we
We pour water on the left hand.
yeah.
Okay.
So Morty will take out the
Water jug.
water jug, tap it for the water thing for the day,
To the restroom.
and pour it on the left foot.
Left hand.
Left hand.
Sorry,
Left
left hand. Left hand.
Okay. Yeah. Fucking awesome job. I only caught the very end of that, but I tried to solve this puzzle when I read it and could not. Like, I knew the answer and couldn't get there. So
Yeah, it
can you
was-
run-
it was pretty
Can you run me
confusing.
through it again?
You did the best job explaining it.
Yeah, Eugene, take the lead.
Sure. Boars. Oh wait, sorry. Zebra says my only friend starved to death, right?
Right.
But Vulture and Lion could not have starved to death. Vulture
Because
is still alive, and Lion
Vulture's
ate
still alive.
somebody,
The
so he
lion
can't
ate-
starve to death.
Got it.
So that means that Boar is friends with
So that means that the vulture ate the boar because it's
They're alive.
it's
probably
still alive
anyways.
and it's lucky to be alive and it just feeds off of dead things.
Were we right?
And that means that the boar was friends with the zebra. That means the lion has no friends.
Well, so if you want to like go by complete process of elimination, it means the lion had to have eaten the zebra because the vulture is still alive. So
Right.
he can't be
Yeah.
eaten and be alive. So that
And
eliminates
the
boar and
boar's
zebra. Vulture says that one of the others has no friends, but boar and zebra were friends with each other, so that leaves lion as having no friends. So that means Vulture is the only one with friends who could be friends with Wongo.
And
Who's
his
alive.
And that's
And he's still alive.
Awesome. They did not spell out the solution for me like that, and
Yeah.
I did not get there. I didn't try that long, and you guys had 4 people on it. But so you pour water onto the cupped left hand, the hand that the vulture mask sees, right?
Yeah.
And when you do that, you hear a disembodied voice in all of your heads, and as you hear this voice, corkscrewing up from the top of the statue is a cube with a Sioux monster on each side of it, and it's raising like a little pedestal from the head of this creature, this statue, and the voice says, "Take the prize and curse your friends, or fight my children to claim it. What is your choice?"
Can we hear that through the masks?
You guys are all looking through masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
You can
Mortee.
all hear that. You can all hear that.
So when I hear that, I just say like, "Get out of here!" And I like the 4 people looking through a mask run.
Yeah.
Like leave my hallway.
Yeah. I split.
Okay, so you guys all start to run.
Yeah. I start to head out.
Who
And I'll,
has the vulture mask?
That is.
you would have.
What
Yeah,
are you doing, Mortee?
That's you.
I'm gonna listen for see if I can hear them get outside, and then I'll.
As you hesitate for a split second,
Yeah.
all 4 of the portcullis slam shut, trapping your friends in the hallways.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
Wait, are we
No.
stuck? We're stuck inside or outside?
Yeah, inside.
Yeah.
Well, we all got out, right?
No.
None of you guys got out. The portcullis is slammed shut
No.
and block you just inside the hallway.
There's
I'm claustrophobic.
Wait, did you grab the thing or you just didn't do anything?
I was trying to wait till you guys got outside.
Yeah. So he still has an option. Nothing's happened yet except for those portcullises have slammed shut.
What was the?
Take the prize and curse your friends, or fight my children to claim it. What is your choice?
Oh, fight. Mortee's gonna fight for sure.
Fight.
Hey, where's the crew, by the way?
Yeah, where's the TMC?
Yeah, they would have.
They're probably in the room or all around the outside.
Yeah, a couple of them probably came in with me, and the rest outside.
We're trapped though.
Okay.
We
Then,
are
Yeah, so all 4 of your friends are trapped in their hallways.
Can I slither out?
What?
Can I like slither out?
You could.
Well, yeah, so we'll have to talk about... Yeah, you could, yeah. We'll talk about that. This is the end of this session. But as you have made your choice not to fight... not to take the...
Not to curse.
Sorry, move those zombies for a sec. Sorry. 4 Sue monster materialize all around the statue.
Oh my.
Okay, yeah, Nayana's gonna transform into a snake and she's gonna slither.
We'll take care of it all next session. I'm happy to hear you have some plans because all of your friends are trapped behind the portcullis.
I got no plans.
I'll cheer you on.
I got no plans also.
But you have fireball now, so you're good.
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
so did we even have time to run over here? Because
So the way it's written to me, it says if no player immediately grabs the cube, the portcullis is slammed shut, trapping anybody in the side hallways.
okay, so I'm probably like here at most, anyways. Then
Wait, but if you immediately grab the cube, they don't?
Yeah.
because curse.
Yeah, you don't know what would have happened then.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the implication, anyways. There's a curse.
I thought if you grab it, they would slam shut. That's how you're cursing your friends.
No,
Yeah.
it's the opposite.
Being trapped seems pretty cursed to me.
Yeah.
They do seem like mundane portcullises though, right? So you guys can talk about it, right? You have a whole week to talk about it.
Yeah.
No.
We're not even gonna roll initiative on this. We'll come to this next week with fresh initiative. That was really fun, guys. I really liked that you guys went and checked out the obelisk. I really liked how well you guys handled Mongo Shrine. I thought fucking hard
Yeah.
for a little logic puzzle like that. But maybe if I didn't have the answer in front of me, I got bored trying to solve it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can definitely see that.
Cool.
Yeah, good shit, guys.
So you have a little bit more of the legend. You have
Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Oh, I love that.
and you guys didn't pour the water in the wrong place even once.
How
Right.
much,
I
how
wonder
much
what happens there, too.
What?
What happens if you pour the water on the wrong one?
You have to fight a bunch of steam methods every time you do it.
What?
Every time you get it wrong.
That's
So you could have
insane.
just poured it on all of them and dealt with it.
You guys probably could have, but like it's all a resource game, right? Like how many shrines do you want to get in a day?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's good that we split up and didn't all go into the center, because if we didn't split up, like, we wouldn't have seen all the inscriptions. But
Oh yeah, but you guys are in the worst possible configuration.
yeah, but this sucks.
The only thing that would be worse is if Nayana was the one in the center and Mortee was also trapped in the side thing.
Yeah. That would suck.
Yeah, I mean it's bad. When I read that too, I was like, okay, 4 Sue monsters appear, cool. The party kill them. But now that I see how it plays out, it's super dangerous for Mortee right now.
Good thing
Mortee's
he's
not
an army.
Nayana's gonna come and help.
Mortee is not worried.
Nayana will help somehow.
You did catch the false life on the way in, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you're good. Cool, guys.
I have no plans.
Some dungeon. Yeah. I mean, pull on the portcullis.
Yeah, strength is my plan.
Yep.
Just burst through the eye holes, bro.
I'm thinking about trying to
Burst through
break
the eye holes.
down the mask. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
just
break down that
burst
wall,
that.
maybe.
I mean, yeah, you guys are kind of screwed, and that's kind of the
Wait,
point. So
I can shoot my arrows through the masked eye hole.
Oh my gosh, you totally can. That's great.
I'm literally a bard who does most of her things through the power of music, so I'm cool.
I just love Mortee just tanking 4 Sue monsters in there. Do you guys remember when you guys fought Sue monsters last time?
Yeah, it was very will oriented, or what's it called? Wisdom oriented. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we had to cover our ears and eyes.
Oh yeah.
I'll send you good vibes, Morty.
Good luck, bro. I'll be hanging out over here in this hallway.
Yeah, and sitting up on top of the Sue monster statue's head now, there's you see this.
Huh. Lovely.
Hey.
Looks just like the Sue monster.
Lovely little man.
Honestly, cursing your friends would have been hilarious. I like that. I like that outcome.
What's the curse?
You turn into the animal that you were last looking through the mask.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
For-
that would've been fine for
dude,
For
that would
a
have been
day.
Wow.
hilarious.
Okay. Holy shit.
Damn.
Is it like a druid effect though? If they like died in that form when they pop out?
I don't know. I'd have to make a ruling, I guess. Which is also hilarious, but and maybe is less harmful than 4 Sue monsters attacking Mortee, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
That
Thank
was
you, guys.
that was cool, guys. That was a good game.
Yeah, good
I hope,
games.
hope you
Yeah.
liked the puzzles that you found and the
Yeah, it's fun.
less investigation and the. You guys did a bunch today.
Yeah.
We
good shit,
explored the
guys.
market.
I'm excited.
Cut off in here.
Dropping a fireball right here.
You drop a fireball right now?
Just shield yourself and then throw that fireball.
There you go.